These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone.
And look at this. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field and see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Caught by number 12.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Jake Elliott on.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
9-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Breeze. inside, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a first carry from Latavius Murray. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Running with Kamara. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second and 7 from the 20. Breeze going to throw. And he's caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
They'll run it with Kamara. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Taken in the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 45-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Wentz.
That's complete to Moss out of the backfield.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
It's a gain of
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver.
And now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
And an Eagle 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. Clinton. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. An Eagle 1st down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Miles Sanders. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Breeze now. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A run, it's Murray. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
On play action, it's Breeze. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And his kick is right through.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
34-yard line.
So still 14 yards to go, second down.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. First down, Sanders. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Yeah, he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
And you don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Wentz now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz letting one go deep for the end zone. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Is good.
Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Wentz going to throw.
Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Philadelphia.
They'll run on first down. Clinton. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Wentz on the give to Sanders. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down. You're rushing him deeper than normal, and I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now wins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run, and Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And it's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Another run with Sanders. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Murray. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Camaro. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
That's good.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll run. This is Camaro. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He may try and run for this. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down, it's Sanders. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The 11-yard line.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Play action. Now Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Completes to number 86.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
24.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has struggled yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Murray. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Latavius Murray.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 3.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge third down conversion. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a play fake. Breeze. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
7 yards, the pickup there.
At the Eagles' 32-yard line.
The busy night continues for Kamara. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
And off to Alvin Kamara. Davion Taylor on the stop. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Throwing now is Breeze. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
47-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Wentz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another run here with Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Sanders, a first down, still going. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, Sanders. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On second down, it's Sanders. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. Finding Harris over the middle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw, Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. good position.